So I thought I would invite each of you to set some kind of intention for yourself based on what you've been exploring so far this weekend. What might you want to continue to explore or focus on, or what would you aspire to based on that? Perhaps in this brief meditation that we'll be doing, perhaps for the rest of the morning or beyond. So whatever comes to you based on what you've been moved by or noticed in what you've explored so far in the retreat. And then from there, we'll start this meditation actually with our eyes open, if that's comfortable. And I'll invite you to just sort of take in the space in which you're located right now, visually, with mindful awareness as much as is possible. Perhaps you'll take in dimensions of the room or colors, or perhaps you'll be drawn to a particular object, which is probably actually quite familiar in many ways. But perhaps you'll notice as you bring mindful awareness in, perhaps you'll notice something different about it. Something new that hadn't caught your attention before. Perhaps it's the way the shadow happens to fall right now, or how the light is captured right now, or something else entirely. And next, begin to become aware of any sounds that are in your awareness, particularly those farther away. So any outside the room in which you inhabit right now. What are the qualities of these sounds? And then a little closer within the room itself in which you're located right now. What sounds are there? What do you hear? And does the quality of the sound shift as you bring this increased awareness? As you become more present? Perhaps becoming aware of the act of listening itself. And as you continue to listen, I'll invite you now to close your eyes if they're still open, and then notice if there's any shift yet again in the quality of listening and the quality of hearing in the sound itself. Sometimes shutting off one sense enhances the effect of another. And perhaps becoming aware now of any sounds of breathing. And becoming aware of the fact that you are breathing without changing anything. Just awareness. You're already breathing perfectly in this moment. Is there an audible sound to the breath? And focusing on the breath in this way might propel you to notice any scents or aromas. They may not have caught your attention before, but perhaps there's an increased awareness of them. Or if there's not an awareness of any aroma, what's that like? What's the absence of a particular aroma like in this moment? As best you can, being fully with that. Often the sense of aromas or smells triggers taste. These two senses are very, very integrally entwined. So is there any sensation of taste in this moment? What's the taste of the tongue itself if there's nothing else? And now, if you like, noticing how the breath flows in and out and around. The breath flows in, it flows out and around. Noticing next the skin and the whole body. You might be aware of where the breath or other air moves upon the skin. Perhaps in some places the skin feels warmer or cooler. You might notice where clothing touches the skin. Or perhaps there's the weight of our clothing, or a blanket. Really feel where it rests upon you. And then notice how you yourself are resting upon whatever it is you're sitting or laying. Feel the weight of your body against its support. Feel supported by the earth below. You are safe and supported now. Really sinking into the weight of your limbs. Seated here, fully in the present moment, claiming your space. We have seniority in our space, claiming our right to be here. And now, coming back to awareness of the air around you, whether that be moving or in stillness. Perhaps there's a temperature we're aware of, or perhaps not. And then again, noticing the breath. No need to change it. It's perfect just as it is. Just noticing what happens in the body as you breathe in. And what happens in your body as you breathe out. Perhaps on the in-breath, there's some kind of awareness of how the breath energizes the body. Perhaps on the out-breath, you notice an increase in relaxation. Perhaps you notice how the air on the in-breath is a little cooler, and then perhaps a little warmer and humid on the out-breath. Whatever it is that you notice, just tune in for a few moments to the difference between the exhale and the inhale at your own pace. Just filling the belly and the chest and the whole body. And just become aware of the body. Noticing any sensations, any feelings, physical sensations, warmth or coolness, alertness or sluggishness, perhaps somewhere in between. Just notice what is. Perfect, just as it is, no need to change. Just opening to it, just bringing that gentle, full awareness. And perhaps taking 3 or more fuller, deeper breaths now. Coming even further, more deeply into your own body. As you continue these deeper breaths, again, just notice, does the quality of the body change? Is there any shift in your awareness? Each breath brings life force into the body. Notice where the breath touches inside, and perhaps where the breath doesn't touch. All is okay. And as we do this deeper breathing and deeper noticing, it's very common for thoughts to come into the mind. Just notice those. Just notice the thoughts with a gentle, curious awareness, not attaching, not judging, not wanting anything to be different. And then let them go. Just allow thoughts to pass by. They're there. All is okay. No need for alarm. No need to attach. Just coming back from the thoughts over and over again to noticing the breath, noticing the body. And then noticing any emotions that might or might not be related to the breath or to being present. Noticing any feelings that might arise. Again, we're just touching in very lightly. We're just noticing them and then allowing them to pass us by like so many clouds in the sky. Noticing, touching in from a neutral sort of kind, self-compassionate awareness, and allowing them and inviting them to pass. This invites us to come even more deeply into our body. And soon our thoughts and feelings can settle and soothe. Coming in more deeply to our body, our thoughts and feelings are invited to settle and soothe. Coming fully into the present, in this place, in this time. Fully aware of yourself, grounded in the senses, of sight, of hearing, of smell, of taste, of touch. Bringing mindful awareness to our experiences, our breath, our body, our thoughts, our feelings. Just allow those all to meld into one. Just imagining they're all held in the breath. The breath that holds our vital life force. Just the breath. And now if you like, if it's available, placing one or both hands over your heart and revisiting that intention that came to you at the very onset of our time together this morning. Revisiting that intention. Adjusting it if need be, if something new has occurred to you, or reaffirming it, resetting it. And now sending great gratitude into your own heart for taking this time this weekend. Despite all that's going on in our world and around us and inside us. Sending great gratitude for ourselves, for prioritizing ourselves. And then sending great loving energy into our heart, affirming our own strength, our own compassion. Great gratitude for this opportunity to be together today. Taking one more full deep breath to seal our practice today. Allowing the hands to come to a resting position if they're still up. And then inviting the chin to drop closer toward the chest, fluttering the eyes more fully open. And coming back into awareness of those we are gathered with.